Have you noticed yourself waking up at night more than once just to pee? Or maybe you feel like your bladder never quite empties? Or you find yourself waiting and waiting before the stream finally starts? If any of this sounds familiar, I want you to really listen because these symptoms are not just part of aging. They're your body waving a red flag, saying something deeper is happening. Now, before we dive in, let's make this a conversation. If you find this information useful, type the number 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I'll be reading every single response because your feedback helps me create content that truly matters. And stick with me until the end because I'll be revealing the right solution you can start using today. As a doctor, I've seen this again and again. Men often assume prostate problems are just part of getting older. But the truth is, many of these issues are linked to simple, everyday habits. Habits you might not even realize are quietly straining your prostate, causing it to grow larger, heavier, and harder to manage. The good news? Once you know what these habits are, you can change them. And when you do, you give your body the chance to heal, restore balance, and finally bring back comfort. Let's start with habit number 1, holding in your urine. We've all done it. You're driving, running errands, or maybe you just don't want to use a public restroom. So you hold it. Seems harmless, right? But over time, that pressure builds up, not just in your bladder, but directly on your prostate. Remember, the prostate sits right beneath your bladder, wrapped around the urethra like a soft collar. So when your bladder is stretched too full, it presses down on the prostate, like pushing on a sponge. Do this again and again, and that delicate tissue becomes swollen, irritated, and eventually enlarged. The fix? Simple. Don't wait until it's unbearable. Go when you feel the urge. That little change takes a massive weight off your prostate. Now, let's move to habit number 2, ignoring constipation. Yes, it might sound unrelated, but when your bowel is backed up, that pressure sits right against the prostate, day after day, like a heavy brick pressing on a sponge. This constant pressure reduces circulation, irritates nerves, and fuels inflammation. And here's the kicker. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest drivers of prostate enlargement.
So what's the solution? Fiber and hydration. Cooked vegetables, pears, prunes, oats, flax seeds, chia seeds. These foods soften your stool, keep your bowels moving, and release that constant pressure off your prostate. When your gut flows freely, your prostate can finally relax. And then there's habit number 3, sitting too long without moving. We've all been there. Hours pass while we're at the desk, in front of the TV, or scrolling on our phones. It feels restful, but inside, your pelvic area becomes stagnant. Circulation slows, oxygen delivery drops, waste removal weakens. And guess where all of that buildup lands? Right where your prostate lives. That's why I recommend what I call movement snacks. Every 30 to 40 minutes, stand up, stretch, walk across the room, swing your legs. Even a few deep breaths while moving your hips makes a difference. Think of your prostate like a sponge. It needs to stay flexible and fresh, and movement is the squeeze that keeps it healthy. So there you have it, 3 everyday habits that silently enlarge your prostate. Holding your urine too long, ignoring constipation, and sitting for hours without moving. They may not seem dramatic, but repeated daily, they add up, and they create discomfort, urgency, and sleepless nights. But the power is in your hands. Every single one of these habits can be changed, and when you make even small adjustments, you give your prostate the chance to calm down, heal, and function the way it should. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even their 80s improve their symptoms, reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom, and regain comfort. And you can too. So,
If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button and share it with a friend who might need this message. Remember, your health isn't behind you. It's in your hands, and the best is still ahead.